Welcome everybody. So today is going to be the first episode of going over some of the airsoft guns I have. One of the main guns I'm obviously a huge fan of, I've had upwards of 3 of them at a time, is the HK416 platform. This one is an A5, an 11.3 inch one, I believe is the barrel length. Just standard quad rail and stuff. This one is specifically supposed to resemble, and there's going to be a little noise in the background, that's just my cat. But this is supposed to be kind of a clone of the Marine Corps Reconnaissance VBSS teams. So of course, Marine Force Reconnaissance is special forces basically in the US Marine Corps, and VBSS is vehicle-borne search and seizure. So these are kind of the rifles that the recon guys will be using when they're, stopping suspected vessels, whether they have cocaine or, they're trafficking weapons or people. I know I have a family member in the Navy who, it's his least favorite thing to do is to stop ships suspected of that stuff, because most of the time there's nothing and it's just a pain in the ass. But this would be what the Marine Force Recon guys are using to a certain extent. It's not 100% correct. Mainly there's 3 things. We have the fact that it's an A5 and a 416 A5 rather than the M27 IAR. It's not marked as an M27 IAR or anything like that. It doesn't have the flat mag well, it's slanted. There's also the fact that I don't have the correct stock. I don't have the thick Heckler & Koch stocks for this rifle. Unfortunately, I did at one point, but wasn't doing a build of this at that point and got rid of it. And then there's the fact that I have a PEC 15 laser on here instead of a PEC 16A. I've seen a couple photos, I believe, of PEC 15s being used on M27s in the Marine Force Reconnaissance, but I could very well be wrong about that. But basically what this is a Vega Force Company AEG HK416A5. I got it used, so it's a little worse for wear. I did the paint job on it though, so that's my doing if you want to give it any shit. Mix up of colors here, we've got, just standard black, and then the spray painted kind of beige or white, tan, anodized tan, just a bunch of mishmash stuff going on here, but I think it looks good. Of course, we also have the reproduction Knights Armament Co. NT4 suppressor. It's not perfect, but it is relatively close to the real thing. And so it just goes on to the end like there. Has a quick detachment point. But yeah, so let's quickly go over what I have on it. So obviously we got the Knights Armament Co. NT4 mock suppressor. Has QD on it, so it just comes off the barrel like that with the release of that kind of lever there. EOTech EXPS 3-0, and when I say anything, it's all reproduction. I can't afford real shit, even though some airsofters can. PEC 15 with a dual pressure pad over here on the left side, so I can easily actuate the buttons. PTS Syndicate, kind of mag pull, vertical grip knockoff. We have a Surefire M600U light that is connected to the dual pressure pad over here. And then just a standard SOP mod stock, multiple positions, it's fun. Standard HK charging handle, will be switching that out to a Geisley airborne style. Ambidextrous controls on all sides, safety, mag release, and bolt catch all on both sides. So yeah, when it comes down to the rifle, that's basically it, just a standard 416. I have a full video on the 416 platform as a whole on my company's channel. I'll put a link to that down in the description. But before we end today's video, I thought we would also quickly go over a type of pistol that the Marines would be using. This is the Sig Sauer P320 or M17. The Marines use the M18, so it's got a shorter barrel, but it's basically the exact same thing, to be honest with you. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite pistols of all time. I've got the Trigicon on there. And yeah, it's all around good fun. Comes off really easily when you need to clean it and everything. Of course, I'm struggling here, but you know, there you go. Everything comes apart nice and easily. And always make sure, whether your guns are toys or not, to keep them clean and lubed, or else they'll fuck up. But yeah, that's just a basic sloppy overview of just kind of what the Marines would use in a vehicle-borne search and seizure kind of role. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.